Hello my friends, my name is Tim Johnson. Well, this is a video that I never thought I would have to make, and one that obviously I never wanted to make. For those of you who don't know yet, one of my biggest inspirations and a friend, and I'm sure a massive inspiration to you as well, and well-loved person within the recovery community, Roberta, as she was known on her channel, has sadly passed away. This was over a couple of weeks ago now. I'm very tragically in a house fire. I hear through an electrical fault in her condo that she'd recently moved to in Arizona. When I first decided to get sober, when I first decided to make the effort, it was well over 4.5 years ago now, when I first started to watch videos and channels that I sort of discovered on YouTube and had a look around for, that would perhaps inspire me to make a change in my life and to get clean and sober. And there were 3 that I watched regularly that really inspired me and were instrumental in me changing my life. One was Ryan Donnelly, one was Rocking Roberta, and another was Kevin O'Hara, which was more around alcohol. The irony and the tragedy is that 2 of those people now have sadly passed away. And the biggest irony of all is that addiction didn't get either of them. I remember making a video over 2.5 years ago now, when sadly Ryan Donnelly passed away because of a blood clotting illness, which was an hereditary illness. And now sadly Roberta has gone. Due to something, a twist of fate, something that, I don't know, that she obviously didn't deserve, or, and, you know, it's massively upsetting. I'll talk a bit about Roberta. Roberta was inspirational. She was full of fun, full of life, joie de vivre, if you want to call it, as the French say. She had massive life experiences. She'd been in the armed forces. She had got through and beaten addiction, and and had a hell of a life, and had now decided to move from Seattle to Arizona, nearer where her mum lived. By the way, there is a memorial service, I think it's in Seattle, on the 21st of July, next Wednesday, for those of you who want to pay your respects that maybe live near there, or want to send messages. If you go on Facebook and have a look, it tells you a bit more about that there and how you can send messages, etc. So yeah. She asked me to go on her channel a while back now, and interviewed me. And it was a great honour for me, because one thing that she also had was a massive heart. She was so kind-hearted, gentle, loving, kind person. And that shone through when we chatted, when we weren't doing the interview. That shone through from her soul, if you like. She loved a cat, Milo, as well, who very sadly, I believe, perished in that fire as well. And I also believe that Roberta was hunting for Milo when she was overcome in that fire, which again shows you what a selfless person she was. And, we chatted a lot, and I learnt so much from her. It was her that inspired me and encouraged me to set up this channel. And I was very scared and didn't want to really do it and put myself out there initially when I first went into recovery, if you like, for what I hoped was going to be the last time. But she encouraged me, she inspired me, she helped me, she gave me advice. And, she always would answer anyone on her channel that sent in a comment or wanted help. She would always respond to that. And I thought that was really important and made that, a priority on my channel, if you like, to always respond to someone who needs help and always read every comment and respond to it in some way. And, I felt that was really important, and it was because of her. And that helped me so much in my recovery as well, because to put myself out there and to share my experiences and to perhaps help a few other people, as she helped many, many thousands of people, was really important and strengthened my recovery, as I'm sure it did hers. And recently, when she moved to Arizona, she sort of tailed off a bit and wanted to live her life and was doing up her condo, and and very tragically this thing happened. If it's taught me anything, and there's always a lesson in everything that's extremely painful, and I'm sure a lesson that she would want us all to learn, it is that every moment counts. That the irony of the fact that she went through and beat all her demons with addiction, and then this thing happened to her. It means we have to grasp at every single opportunity in our life. We have to live every moment of our life. There's no point in harping on the past or worrying about the future, because at any time, at any second, at any moment, it could all be ripped away from us. And, if this thing has taught me anything, this tragedy has taught me anything, and I'm sure Roberta would want that as one of her legacies, and she's left many legacies, it is that we should live our life for this moment, and that we should love and breathe and live every second of it. But for me, Roberta will never die. I truly believe that energy never dies. The laws of physics say that energy never dies. It just changes form. And somewhere around us, whether it's in the air that we breathe, the sea, whatever, nature, Roberta is there, just as the many people that we love who pass are there. And I will always carry around in my heart, as I'm sure all of you will out there that loved her and respected her. And I hope you will all take a moment on the 21st, next Wednesday, just to spend in silence and to think about how much good she did in her life and how much she achieved, and how, your thoughts on her. She was a lovely, lovely lady, and I will miss her. Rest in peace, Roberta. Sending much love. Live today. Carpe Diem. Seize the day. Bye-bye.